All right, everyone. Well, welcome and thanks for joining us. This is Marty and Cheryl Turner out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we're going to talk about a home base biz 101 concept. Some of you have heard about Shackley. We are master coordinators with the Shackley Corporation, and we are so thankful that we got involved in wellness when we did. We didn't know a lot about it, but we're sure glad that we got involved in a highly growing, very profitable industry that benefits so many lives. So with that, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our story. And Cheryl, of course, ladies first.
Well, I grew up on a small farm north of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Had four brothers and sisters. There's only three of them and me in that first picture because the baby hadn't been born yet. But she's in the middle picture with me. She and I owned a travel agency and we got to travel all over the world. The picture on the lower left, she took of me in Antigua. And then I lived out in the country. When my kids were growing up, my girls are the ones on the horses backwards. There's my three kids down on the lower right. And on the middle, that was my granddaughter at the park one day. And she said, Nana, where are the other kids? I said, they're in daycare. She said, well, where are their moms? I said, they're working. She goes, where are their nanas? I said, they're working too. She goes, well, they should work from home like you. She just thought that was great that Nana could work from home and we were at the park.
Beautiful. Well, and with that, let's talk a little bit about.
Now, here's our perfect children. Just kidding. That's not our kids. That's our kids. And they grew up muddy, but I didn't think they'd still be muddy in their 40s.
All right. Well, and with that, let me just share a little bit of my background. I grew up with one mother, no dad around, raising us five children, and was literally able to break the chains of poverty in one generation. My background both in computer science and also business, really gave me an opportunity to figure out that there was a way to be able to make money and help other people along the way. And we've had so many incredible memories of being able to hang out with incredible leaders, to spend time with our children and our grandchildren, and even get to meet some of my incredible mentors like Tony Robbins here in the upper left-hand corner. Or maybe it's, renting a plane and flying around the Big Island, or maybe it's, competing at a national level in table tennis. Either way, whatever it is that you're looking for, this business can enhance what you're already doing and not take away. So let's talk a little bit more about kind of where we've come, and we have definitely come a long way, baby.
That's right.
We've released 80 pounds and have kept it off. You can see this was back in, I believe it was in 2000.
Maybe 5 or 6. It was our very first trip.
Yeah.
That Shackley sent us on a cruise.
Had a little bit too much buffet there in the stateroom there. And so the cool part about it is that this is an opportunity where you can get healthy and wealthy. And if you focus on both, to me, that would be extremely wise.
That's right. I used to say I'm in shape. Round is a shape.
So we've had a lot of health benefits. We've had the financial benefits. We've been able to do a lot to help others. And the reason this is all coming together so well is that we're incredibly blessed to be at the right place at the right time in a growth market. Now, if you look at this chart on where wellness is going, valued at $1 trillion and growing, look at what happened in 2020. And as it's continued to grow and grow, the Global Wellness Institute predicts that the wellness global economy will continue to grow and is in robust growth. If you look at it, almost 10% annual growth year over year, and soon will reach $7 trillion. That's with a T by the year 2025. So nearly twice as fast as the global economy grows. So we are definitely in the right industry at the right time and with the right company. So we'll talk a little bit more about that and the incredible proven science and the Shackley difference.
Yeah, the reason we've had such great results is the Shackley difference. I had no idea there was a company out there that put that much money where their mouth was. They spent $400 million on research and development. They have 70 plus patents and patents pending, 110 published clinical studies, not the kind you pay to get into. These are the kinds you pray to get into.
That's right.
And we're beyond organic. They test for 350 harmful contaminants. They're 3 times the U.S. pharmacopoeia standards. They do over 100,000 quality tests every year. We were the first to invent the multivitamins in 1915. To give you a little bit of comparison, Alexander Graham Bell was making the first transcontinental phone call.
That's right.
When Dr. Shackley introduced vitamins in the US. We were the first to obtain climate neutral certified. We were so far ahead of that curve. First to introduce an Earth Day product. We were the first long-term proof of supplement benefits. We're going to talk a little bit about one of our studies, but we have two landmark studies that are a 10 and a 20-year study. Now, this one happens to be my favorite, the telomere study, because they prove that we keep telomeres from shortening, and Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn said that may create a longer, healthier life.
That's right.
And Dr. Eppa, what's her name? Epple said, I don't think I've ever seen such a healthy adult sample.
Right.
Shaklee may protect them from the usual effects of age, obesity, and stress. And an 80-year-old Shaklee user is projected to have the same telomere length as a 41-year-old non-user. They had significantly longer telomeres in their 50s, 60s, and 70s compared to the controls. Supplementation may slow shortening of telomeres that occurs with aging. You guys, that's a really, really good thing.
We love Shaklee. And speaking of which, the products are incredible. We have over 350 products in 4 different categories. But I want to talk specifically about some of the incredible products: the nutrition, the weight, and the beauty and healthy home. Now, my favorite products happen to come from MindWorks, which is an incredible product that has helped me not only with my minor dyslexia, it's helped me obviously with memory and comprehension.
Mhm.
And the cool part about it is that these products are all natural and come with a 100% money back guarantee. And then, of course, Vivix, another great product, which is one of the wonderful antioxidant products that everyone's looking for to get resveratrol and to be able to have all those good things happening in their bodies. Well, this is something that people have just started learning about, and we are leading the way.
Anti-aging at the DNA level.
That's right.
I love it. And our skincare guarantees that you'll take 10 years off your face or you get your money back. The snack bars and the snack chips and all of these things are the reason we could release 80 pounds and keep it off.
Right.
Now we're working on losing another 40 pounds, but our collagen, I took it and I didn't expect it to make a difference for me. And I was at the salon one day and the owner said, what did you do to your hair? I said, nothing. And he goes, did you get it permanent? And I said, no. And he goes, there's all kinds of short hair. I said, those are new hair. He said, how old are you? I said, I'm in my 70s. And he was blown away that I could have that many new hairs. Oprah picked up our green cleaner and said, this is my favorite.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what's incredible is that we've had really in a wonderful career, not only in the network marketing industry, but also in business. And so we've been very blessed. And so being able to be featured in the 4-year career, the Master's Edition, written by top Shaklee leaders, has been really, really wonderful. Featuring top Shaklee leaders. And so Cheryl, talk a little bit more about some of the things that we were able to share in the short time that we had in the book.
Yeah, they put a couple of pages in, and Marty talked about the stuff he's already talked about here on this call tonight. I actually ended up homeless at one point. I sold my house, and I didn't know that my ex-husband owed taxes on it, and they took every dime at the closing. So I didn't have a penny to even rent an apartment, let alone buy the little house I was going to buy. So my kids and I ended up living in the basement of a commercial building. Now, this picture on the lower left is a picture in that basement, so it wasn't as bad as it sounds. Those are silk drapes, and I had wool rugs and my onyx carved chess set and my cherrywood tables. So you don't have to feel destitute just because you may be. My 10-year-old daughter said, we're broke, aren't we, Mom? And I said, yeah. And she said, but we're not poor. She said, broke is when you're just out of money. Poor is when you're out of everything. I've been a student of Richard Bliss Brooks for 40 years, and it was fun to meet him when we were on Maui, staying at the Waldorf. What's the other name for that?
The Grand Wailea.
The Grand Wailea on Maui. Shaklee sent us there, all expenses paid.
Yeah. So we are the poster children of if we can do it, you can do it too.
That's right.
And so we want to really make sure that that's clear, that even though we've had these accomplishments, it's not only the mindset, but also the products, the focus, and the idea of the more we help others, the more we'll help ourselves. So let's talk a little bit more about our proven leadership. And the first one I want to talk about, of course, is Dr. Shaklee, our founder, who put this whole thing in motion. And the idea that he wanted to be able to live in harmony with nature, the idea that he was a chiropractor and a pastor, an entrepreneur and an inventor, the idea that he could do something that would make a difference. And I love his quote, the medical field is interested in treating disease. I'm interested in building health. Right. And so we're all about prevention and health and wellness. And as a company, we're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. And we've paid over 9 billion, that's with the B, in commissions and bonuses to people like you and I. And the cool part about it is that we have the opportunity to continue this mission, what Dr. Shackley started with our visionary leader, Roger Barnett, as a Harvard and Yale graduate who owned Beauty.com and is also not only Shackley's chairman and CEO, but also the chairman of the World Federation of Direct Selling Associations. And I love what he says. The only way we succeed is to make our customers healthier and our partners wealthier. So we are truly at the right place at the right time. And we put our money where our mouth is by continuing to invest millions and millions in research and development to improve what we already have to continue to be an industry leader.
That's right. That picture up on the right, weren't we at the Atlanta Aquarium?
We were.
They shut it down. They had a fancy gala and dinner for us there. On the lower right, Roger is planting trees with Wangari Maathai, the first woman in East and Central Africa to earn a PhD. She also earned the Nobel Prize for the Environment, and she loved that Shackley was the first carbon neutral company in the world. When she won the Nobel Prize, Roger called her and congratulated her in Swahili. He speaks 5 languages.
Pretty amazing. And of course, people with choices choose Shackley, whether it's Olympic athletes or astronauts, that Cheryl will talk a little bit more about it. We have more generational leaders than any other networking company. And we've been on every space mission since 1993. We've donated 110 I thought it was $110,000 in kids' nutrition, and we continue to add to that number each and every year.
Yep.
We have the cutting edge, life enhancing health products that we talked about. And we, as a company, are the only company with independent clinical proof our supplements build health long term. So talk a little bit about Scott and Mark Kelly.
Marty made one of my dreams come true. Another one where we got to meet the Kelly boys.
Yeah.
Captain Scott and Commander Mark Kelly. Now, Mark's here with Vitalizer, one of our top sellers, floating in the space shuttle. You truly can live a life of adventure, meaning, and purpose.
That's right.
And now these are just some of our benefits.
Yeah, and not all side gigs are created equal. So
right.
Today we get paid and are all about the opportunity for time freedom, being able to work from home, being able to help others, whether you're on the beach, as long as you have an internet connection, you're in business if you have a smartphone in your hand. So we're all about helping people live a longer, healthier life. We have an opportunity with a free membership program, a special military offer, which is great. Everyone can receive discounts. So if nothing else, like when we started, we wanted to at least get our products at a discount.
That's
well,
right.
We had no idea that the kind of money that we could make would come through just helping others.
Right.
Through the special member-only offers that are available, an annual birthday gift, free shipping on all orders over $150. And of course, building community and the car program, the trip incentives, the cash, the swag gifts, etc. All those things and more, including a free member center to help you track your purchases and all your points so that you know how and why you're getting paid. And it has great health information to help you as well.
And they buy some of our gifts from Tiffany's.
There you go.
They don't play. Roger and Sloan Barnett know how to say thank you. And it's easy to get started. You can start like we did. We just wanted to get healthy. We wanted to buy products wholesale. We had no intention of building a massive global organization. So just sign up, get started. Now you can do a launch. We do Zoom launches for people who want to invite some friends and maybe pick a subject they want to talk about or just talk about making a few bucks in this economy. When I had cancer, Marty didn't have to worry about the money. He could be there for me and focus on being an advocate. When my mom was put on hospice, I moved in with her and took care of her. They said she'd be on hospice 2 weeks. She ended up living 4 months. I extended her regimen, gave her a little extra protein and some Vivix. But the picture here of her in her wheelchair was taken 2 weeks before she went to heaven. Plus, these pictures in the middle of Marty with our middle grandson, that's the same boy in both pictures. They have such a great relationship today because Marty had time for him when he was little. And all of the people here, we're not going to talk about everybody, but this top left picture there, we're with a couple of our business leaders from Hawaii, but we were on a cruise in the Bahamas. When we were pulling in out on the balcony, because everybody had balconies that earned that trip, I said to Carla, I think I'm going to go into town and buy a t-shirt. And she looked at the shore and she said, I think I'm going to buy that house. Marty and I have met so many people, like in the
That's
middle,
right.
Sean and Carmen. They have hundreds of thousands of people on their team all over the world. But a lot of these people, Marty and I didn't even know
Right.
when we started our business, except for the young lady holding the check in front of the Mercedes.
There you go.
I gave birth to her.
There you go.
So, but we've had so much fun getting to know fun people.
Yeah, and you know, Shackley pays a higher percentage of every dollar that's made than any other networking company, and we continue to do that by helping people. And it's been amazing the community that we've been able to build of business leaders and like-minded people. So one of the other cool things is the incredible trip opportunities that we have, and we've been able to go all around the nation and all around the world with Shackley. So we love going to our global conference, being able to reconnect with all of the wonderful people that we've gotten to know over the years.
Yep. And we've traveled the world too,
Yeah.
all on Shackley's dime.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. From the wedding over there, then here we are in Hawaii again. There we are in Germany.
Yeah.
Here we are down on the Gulf of Mexico with the kids. We're going in a couple more weeks. We're buying a place down there now. Over here, I think we were in Hawaii again. That's probably Nashville, Paris. We're at the Louvre there.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is right after I had cancer, and doctors gave me 6 months to live. 12 years ago. Over here, we're at Niagara Falls, and we're on another cruise. And that was our granddaughter's wedding. We were able to help her have her dream wedding.
Amazing.
And buy her that wedding gown that she wanted, not the one she had to settle for.
Great memories, without question. So it's all about family. It's all about helping people. To be able to be around the ones that you love or get away from it all.
Right.
But the cool part about it is that it gives you choices. And so for us to see all these smiling faces, to all the lives that we've touched, how we've been able to invest time and pour into our children and our grandchildren is truly life-changing. And I hope that you'll see a way to help you and your family as well.
Yep. And the one with 23 was when we were celebrating our 23rd wedding anniversary. So we found our first property on the Gulf.
Yay, absolutely. Well, so here's the deal. The wellness wave is coming. It's here, and you can watch it or you can ride it. And I would encourage you guys to do what Dr. Shackley has always said. Your future will be exactly what you think to make it.
Yep.
So here's to your success. Look forward to meeting you live one day soon and joining us on this team and with our community to have it all. We're here to help you every step of the way.
Join us. Let's do this.
Thanks, everyone. Please get back with the person who thought enough to invite you to take a look at this, to get all your questions answers, to find out more about our compensation, our products, and how it can benefit you. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.
For now.